County Council together. Don Schilling, how about leading us in the pledge?
Chairs.
Okay, we got the minutes from our October meeting. Anybody need time to look over them? They were emailed. I did read them. The only thing I seen was Bill pointed out Deanna Burkhardt instead of Burkhart.
Oh, we had a new,
Got a new
Councilman.
councilman.
No, and I didn't get remarried.
yeah. I didn't see anything else. I'll make a motion, we approve the minutes.
Bill makes a motion to approve the minutes.
Second.
Kenny seconds. Any other discussion? All those in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Okay. Move right along. Mr. McAdams.
Good morning. So over at Court Services, we've been reviewing some juvenile fees, specifically prior to 2023. Circuit Court currently has a juvenile fund that pays some juvenile things like house arrest and things like that. We found some outstanding fees in the amount of $790 through our community corrections accounts. So I spoke with Judge Day. He gave me his blessing, and I'm coming here to ask, I guess just request your approval to take money from their juvenile funding that's already been approved in Circuit Court to pay that $790. And then that would take care of, kind of bring us up to date and put us at zero for owed fees.
Do I have any questions?
You won't need any more, I mean, that's
Well, so
not gonna,
it's something where, I guess, since I started here in '23, I think fee collection has been a little bit different. So it's kind of those outstanding. Some of those clients too, realistically, are probably never going to find. So just to bring it up to zero and then starting new with kind of when I started in collecting. So that would be good for us to just kind of balance it out.
Any other questions? Entertain a motion to approve.
I'll make the motion to approve.
Ashley makes a motion to approve.
I'll second it.
Deanna seconds.
Thank you.
Any other discussion? All those in favor?
aye.
Any opposed? Okay. Sheriff Morrows.
Good morning. So I've kind of outlined a couple items in an email to you. We'll start with the commissary issue. We're going to purchase new patrol rifles. We've got a mishmash of 4 different kinds of patrol rifles, and in fact, we have, I think it's 3 of our deputies who are carrying their own patrol rifles. So this fits the commissary code that, at my discretion, we can purchase this. I'm not going to get in trouble with commissary because it's been such a hot point for sheriffs. Just making you aware because we can make this purchase out of commissary. We're going to proceed with that. Again, as in the email I told you, our current balance is 112,000 something. These are going to cost 40,300. So we're going to make that purchase and make sure we have the same platform of gun in every car. So just, again, just information for you if you have any questions.
How much?
40,300. Again, the receipt, I copied the, the invoice in the email. You should have got it. If not, I can get you one.
I'm not getting county emails for some
You're
reason.
not getting them
No,
Okay.
they're supposed to.
again. Now that gives
That
everybody the same,
included trade and
same
everything.
rifle.
I'm sorry?
I think that included the trade.
Yes, that includes trade-in as well, yes. And also includes optic sights,
That
Is-
gets everybody the same
Correct.
model.
correct.
So it's
The
easy to
ARs, or
work on.
what do you
You
get?
want to answer that?
We're gonna go with a SIG MCX. It's a modular platform. It's a piston-driven gun instead of gas. Kind of like
Okay.
an AR, but just more modern.
Yeah.
Is there a
I've heard-
policy that you have that if I'm a deputy, that I can't grab my AR and take it on patrol with me if I discharge that? And
Then it potentially becomes evidence, that's the holdup.
so
It may get tied up in the courts for a while and they would not have possession of it.
it's not a really bad thing if you do it, but it does create aggravation.
Correct. Yeah. I've given Christie a copy of the invoice for the minutes, just to be aware. Any questions? Okay, thank,
Motion we approve. New rifles. I'll second out of commissary.
Motion made by Bill, second by Rick. Any other discussion? All those in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Okay,
thank you.
make it official.
Uh-huh.
Make it official.
Okay. So the second item is, in the last legislative session, Senate Bill 144 came up. It now requires us to report to you, at least yearly, our pension and benefits fund. And again, I'm sorry, Bill, I emailed that out. Our current, they paid out last year in benefits, $152,120. And our current balance is $5,737,704. So we got a healthy balance in there right now. Again, I forwarded that to you. I talked to Christie. That report will get forwarded in the gateway by her, so we'll be all good. This doesn't require any action. Again, it's just I have to notify you where we're at. So there's your yearly notification. It's a firm out of Indianapolis, and you would have asked me that. I didn't bring it with me.
That's okay.
Yeah.
You get any interest or anything on that money? Have they got it
It's
invested?
invested in Messer and Burkhardt, and they're doing a pretty good job managing that money for us. Thank you, Creed and King, yeah. Yeah. So,
That was the main reason for my question, just to make sure it's being monitored and managed to make sure
Correct.
it's ongoing.
Messer and Burkhardt are handling the financials end of it. So this Creed and King is handling the distribution, if you will. Yes. Any questions on that? All right, thank you very much.
Sheriff? Okay, we got Christie Smiley, auditor, part-time rate.
Yes.
I'm gonna let Bill take this over. I'm gonna abstain.
Okay. So we have a full-time employee that is needing to drop down to part-time, come January, and it's for personal reasons. And I'm just asking if I allow her to drop down to part-time, she's going to work roughly just 6 hours less a week. She's going to go from 35 hours to 29 hours a week. She already knows the job. I will not hire a full-time position for her place. She's going to continue to do that job with just 6 hours less. And that's why I'm asking for her to have more pay than the approved $18 an hour, because it is her job that she's going to continue doing. She's knowledgeable of it. We are just dropping her down, like I said, from full-time. I do have her listed as full-time in my budget. This is just coming about for sure. It's kind of been in thought. So it is listed as full-time. I'm requesting $22 an hour. That still puts her at $10,000 less than if she were full-time a year. Minimum, because then she won't be paid the holidays. She won't, all of those holidays and other days. I'm sure she'll still take vacation. Will not be paid either. Perf will save almost $5,000 a year on her perf, and then also the insurance is a huge amount.
No insurance.
No
It's
insurance.
going back just like normal part-time.
Just a normal part-time. And because she's been with us for 2 years, and she has, her set job that she does, and she knows it very well. That is why I'm asking for a higher part-time rate. Other than if this doesn't work out, she may have to then totally quit, then I have to bring on a full-time person starting over again. So that is my request.
Is the 22 per hour what it would equal out to for her full-time salary?
No, so next year she will be making $24.16.
Okay, so it's still a reduction
It's a
from what she
reduction.
would have.
Okay.
Anybody got anything?
How many other
How you
people would this potentially impact, Chrissy? I mean, if, let's say I'm another department and I've got somebody that that they want to reduce their hours. I mean, if we do it for one, we probably ought to open up the door to do it for all, right?
Well, I mean, anybody in any department can decide to ask for part-time, to say they need to go part-time.
Basically, what
It's
we're just,
usually the insurance that keeps people at full-time, but
Sure,
in her case,
yeah.
it's opposite.
Yeah.
So, right, it's usually the insurance that keeps people full-time. The hours is not significant, I mean, because we are at 35 hours a week for full-time.
Do we have any other departments that have part-time help that work 29 hours? And they're currently getting paid $18.
Some of them, there's different departments that come in and ask, so there are several departments that make more than the.
And we've
than
approved
the
that in the
17.
past.
What does the salary ordinance say? I mean, we've not,
Well, right now, the salary for this year, it's 17, next year's 18.
Right.
But you probably have a handful of departments where it's more than just coming in and
Well, last
filing
week we went
or
by the ordinance.
answering phones. So you do probably have a handful of departments that have their part-time work making more than that rate. At least
EMA just came in last time, and asked to be 20. Isn't it 20?
to 20.
We approved that one.
Well, I think you have to, our goal over the last few years has been to segregate the departments based on that department, not looking at what other departments are doing. We try to compartmentalize, thank you. Each, office based on what they're doing. So when you look at that, you know, there was already budgeted salary there for a full-time person. We're stepping it down to part-time, which is gonna save the county money. The money was already appropriated in the budget. And far as looking at, you know, if we do that, what's the other offices gonna do? Well, those will be done based on what they do. I mean, you have to look at them individually, not as we're gonna have to do it for every office. We have to look at it based on the individual situation.
well, it sounds like it's a valuable,
And you look at, yeah, that
Person
she's
in
been there
that
2
office.
years and understands the job, and there's no training involved, and, I mean, that carries some value, and,
So what are the specialized skills they're bringing?
She already knows all of the deeds that come in. She knows all of that, all of the transfer. She's on the property side, so she does all of that. She does all of the claims that come through the other departments. When they bring their claims in, she does all of that, all the fixed assets. She works the counter, all the deductions.
she's currently on insurance, right?
She is, yes.
So that's a plus for county.
Yeah, add to this. So we had in the past 1 part-timers, and that's when I've run full-time dispatch, 2 part-time. Absolutely. You had I thought you guys had enough training, and they're still wanting to help your center, but they don't be full-time. It's a win-win for the county to take them from that full-time status, not pay that insurance, take a little bit of deduction on the hourly rate, but you're gaining still someone that's willing to come out and help you fill in those gaps when you need it. I think there's a big difference in saying part-time starting out, coming in to that department and having that standard part-time versus someone that's full-time, has that experience, you don't require that training. In her case, she's not wanting to replace. I would always want to replace that full-time spot. Even if you're replacing it, it's still a big benefit to the county and dollars saved.
I agree.
my point is, though, last month, we went by the salary ordinance and denied a $400 increase. Now we're gonna not follow the salary ordinance, just because it makes sense. It does make sense, but I think we need to be consistent in what we do.
well, that situation in the last meeting, though, was a different situation. It was a higher date, Tom, it wasn't talking about part-time.
Well, it's still part of the salary ordinance.
Well, but it's a different situation. You gotta kinda look at the situation and what they're asking for.
I will say too, when we go to conferences 2 times a year, we will not have to have part-time because she will be able to stay here, keep the office open without bringing in somebody and doing what we've advertised before was limited services, just because that part-time person coming in couldn't do very, very much. And I I also would like to keep that just open to possibly her ever coming back full-time. Like I said, I wouldn't hire for that full-time, but if maybe this doesn't work out for her in a year, 2 years, I would like to still keep that full-time position there.
Maureen, so,
That's
okay, well, I guess I wanna make a motion to do this.
I'll make that motion that we accept, both of them, they're the part-time at 22 an hour.
Need a motion, have a second?
I'll second it.
Got a first and a second. All in favor?
Aye.
Any noes? No. Ernie, no.
Thank you.
Okay. Thanks, Bill. Okay, RDC annual spending report. Don?
We are now required to make an annual spending plan for the coming year. Tell you what it is. First one says projects authorized under the plan, $5.6 million. We're not planning on spending all of it. Give you a little handle on $4 million is currently in funds. Also, pursuant to the next item, pursuant to the agreement with the city of Greensburg, also we have our debt service contract issue.
What will be left after the 9.5 million? What will be left in the account? Cause there's 5.7 plus the 4, right?
Yeah, yeah, the four, the last three items, items 2 and 3, were absolutely. The rest of them, item 1, 5.7, like I say, we got 4 million.
Okay, so that,
The rest, yeah, whatever.
okay. Yeah. What's that bring in? What's that bring in a year from Honda? What kind of, 1.7?
1.7 plus.
Okay.
Other questions? I want to commend Don too. Don does one wonderful job with this TIF board. He does a
Absolutely.
great job. I mean, a great job.
Absolutely.
I hate to see you go one of these days. Hope you get somebody trained behind you. Don't look at me. But Don does a great job keeping everything in line, keeping everybody informed and keeping Christie informed on what's going on and everything like that. Thank you, Don.
Cause
Hold
that
on.
goes to what, 32 or something? When's that?
36, goes to
36.
30, 31,
Yeah,
but it,
the Honda is
2031, okay. Yeah, just go back on
Thank you.
regular property tax.
well, I think it goes, does that stay intact till 36, till the money's spent? Is that how it
Oh,
works?
is that
Don?
how?
Yeah.
I
till
think
it's
so,
set out?
yeah.
It quits coming in at 31.
One, but,
25 year.
but, yeah, they give you like 5 years to distribute
Get
the
rid
rest
of
of the funds, yeah. Yeah. Thanks, Don,
Thank you.
great job. Okay, Brian? Did you get everything straightened out? Yep. Okay.
As I said at the last meeting, we have the final report from the housing needs analysis, collaboration between the city, the county, and the REC, and the non-REC, as well as the REC, very cooperative effort to this, these ends. It was a semi-long process. It was conducted by Thomas P. Miller and Associates. diversity of housing options available. Addressing blighted properties. Encourage development. Encourage any development. It's done. Integrate housing and quality of life developments. Stress this at the commissioners meeting. When you say quality of life, you think of like one of the things that we stress in the
Yeah. Nobody got it.
But if you have any questions or anything,
Any questions for Brian? I think it was a
I
great,
got
great
one
thing
real
he
quick
put
one.
together.
When it said in there about, I think it was rental compromised, I can't remember the word, when you can't afford your rent or can't afford your house payment, right? So to get out of that bracket, what would be a normal rental payment or house payment for the people that were involved in the study, that demographic?
get out of it. Well, I did see how that was calculated.
I just wondered if it was, $1,200 a month rent gets you into that compromise level. Does housing stocks in the community need to be $800 value to get to that level and get people in for
One thing
it?
they did state on that is that one of the targets was to have
That's part of the deal. We can't build $1,500 a month, $1,800 a month
Yeah, because you're dealing with.
because you're going backwards in the other
I mean, you're dealing
section.
with another
Any other questions? Thanks, Brian. Everybody take a chance to read that, try to go through it. I might go down there and have you print it up. I ain't got enough ink in my printer. Those are about 50 pages.
It's quite a few pages, I
Yeah.
would say.
Thank you.
Thank you,
Dan,
Brian.
I have a question. How do we, I want to go back to the part-time thing a minute, if I can. Salary ordinance thing. I don't know that I understand it all completely. I do get maybe Ken's comment about every situation's different. What would be the opportunity then, given what we just voted on, to bring Chris's issue back up to the council and revisit that? The reason I voted the way I voted last month was because I wanted to, what I thought was to stay within the written word, to not go around that policy. But it appears that we have in the past and different situations do different things. So if that's the case, then I don't think we did right. I don't think I did right by voting the way I voted. I'll put it on me last month, so.
Well, there was two different, to me, there was two different issues. One was a hire date, and the other one is someone that's been there for 2 or 3 years that's already working. Now I'm not,
So I'm just asking, I guess officially, the ask
I
is,
abstained because it was a
do we bring
conflict
that,
of interest.
do we bring that back up for another opportunity? Or is it a done deal and we just move ahead?
I think the
It can be
Last month.
last month.
So my thought.
Chris's
Yeah, my
issue.
thought was with the issue last month is there's the July 1st and after hire date situation, but then there's also the situation of the salary in general and one of his workers making more than him as of January 1. In my mind, those are two separate things. And if we want to handle the employee making more than him, that is different than going against the July 1 rule that we set previously. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Because a date is a date, it doesn't change, whereas experience is a very experiential, I mean, it can vary from person to person. So to me, it's a malleable versus a not malleable thing. A calendar is a calendar, you can't change the days. So in my mind, that's the difference.
Okay.
I
Well, my
think-
point was, we come up with the salary ordinance, which has its rules, when we start to pay, increase the 3% or not. And also in the salary ordinance is the part-time wage rate, is that not correct? So if we're gonna follow the salary ordinance on one, why do we not follow it on the other? We're inconsistent in what we're doing.
3% is not in the salary ordinance. That's determined by
That's
us. It could have been 1%, 2%.
So then it's not in the salary ordinance.
No, there's no
So we
percentage
voted
in.
thinking it was in the salary ordinance.
No, we did, that was the salary committee's suggestion. But it's not, the salary ordinance does not state 3%, am I right?
We don't guarantee an
We don't
increase
guarantee
year over year
anything in
because we
that.
never know what
All
our
it is
financial
is-
situation's gonna
you
be.
Which
understand
we
what I
set
mean?
that every year.
Well, I
Right.
understand.
Yeah, that
It's
was,
set
that
to
was,
3%.
that was a suggestion from the salary committee. Okay,
I
we
think-
wasn't, it wasn't in stone, it was,
I'm with Rick, I'd see like it brought back up and revoted on.
Well, going back to Rick's comment on that policy that we have on that July 1st one, I think that needs to stay there, but I think we ought to take a second look at it and rewrite it as department heads are excluded from that.
well, I look at it different than you do. Because I look at it as dispatch is not any better than a department head.
Right,
I mean, I look at the whole county as a whole, not as an individual group.
yeah,
An individual type. I mean, because we've got Mike Snyder got Mike at EMA, we've got Chris, I don't know how many dispatchers we got, and I
Well, I think the director of those departments, that needs to be separated out from,
But then you're saying if they're hired on December 31st, on January 1st, they can get a 3%. That's,
No,
so
what
you
I'm
have
saying
to have it
is
cut out somewhat.
we ought to, that ought to be looked at on a individual basis each time it comes up. If we leave it as it is. We can't discuss it and look at the situation. If we take it out of there and let the directors be based on the situation, then we can talk about it and decide from there. Otherwise, we can't do anything about it. I think that it could cause, and this is totally my opinion, I think, being an employer for a long time, it can cause you to lose a chance to hire a key employee because of it. Not saying that it did, but I'm just saying that it could have that possibility. But I think the policy needs to be there. I don't disagree with that. I just think that the directors of the departments need to be exempt from that and decided on situation by situation. We have the flexibility to decide that based on that. So,
And I think this individual could have started before July 1st, but he fulfilled his obligation to his prior employer by fishing out his 2 weeks.
Right.
Which to me shows loyalty to what you're doing. So I think we should have made the exception in the case. I still do.
So back to my point, if we would have had that outside of that policy, we could have made that decision based on that information. It wouldn't have been, we wouldn't have, I mean, if we make those policies, we need to stick to them, but if, and we didn't, there wasn't any discussion about this possibly happening when we made that policy. We didn't make a mistake, we just didn't have that situation that we had to think about when we made that policy, but now we do.
I think part of it was a new policy and the communication wasn't there for people to be aware of what the policy, as well as they could have been.
Yeah,
Part of the
I agree, yeah. So, but now we're at where we are, I think we need to take a look at that and revisit that and fix it. So that's my 2 cents worth.
Any other discussion? How we move forward?
Can you send that policy out email it out to everybody so we can take a look at it, possibly next meeting?
Ordinance, it's an ordinance we put,
Yeah, send that ordinance out to,
correct?
so we can
Patty's got it. I
see how it's
think. She
worded
can-
and then
Patty will send it.
address it
Patty
next
will-
meeting.
Patty will send it out to all of us. She's
Put
got it.
on the agenda for next
That's
meeting.
kind of part of the HR.
I agree.
Everybody get their thoughts together on what they think we should do and
Okay,
proceed.
that's fine.
Thank you.
You take care of that for me, Patty? Thank you, ma'am. Okay, let's move on to transfers and additionals. Everybody's got a letter on the back we got from the Judge Day. Deputies must be taking a cut and pay, Sheriff. See, your deputies must be taking a cut and pay.
I'll move we approve the transfers.
Ernie makes a motion to approve all transfers.
I'll second.
Ashley seconds. Any other discussion on them? All those in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Okay. Didn't have any additionals, correct? Okay, board appointments. Everybody's got a copy of that. First one, Bill, you want to check with Ray Don?
Yes.
Okay. I'll check with Chris Tebby if that's all right to keep him as our lawyer. Russell Wilson. You want me to call him too?
I can get him if you want.
Pardon?
I can get him.
We'll get him.
Jennifer Johnson, I don't really know her. You want to check with her? Okay, thank you.
I'm sure she'll stay on, but
Okay. Solid Waste, Kenny, you want to stay there?
Yeah.
Okay. Southeastern, Rick, is that okay?
Sure.
Do you want to report anything on Southeastern? I mean, is there anything? No, that State Road
I
3
didn't get to the last meeting that they had, so I don't have anything to report, because I've been, I'd be out of town, but I can follow up with that, I got some minutes on it, and I'll bring that to the next meeting.
Okay.
Redevelopment Commission, there's me and Matt Miller. Matt said he'd be willing to stay. I'll stay if you want me to. Is that okay? Okay. 911 Board. Looks like we've got Brad Spear and Scott Chastain. Is that our two? Is that correct?
Got Ashley there? Oh, you're not, okay, I see now, I see.
Oh, it says by position.
Pardon?
Volunteer fire department and then
It says by position, that must be.
It has to be whoever's holding that position.
Okay. So they stay on. Okay, I'll check with Chris. One that's not on here, one that's not on here is a fair committee. You want me to stay on the fair committee?
Yes.
Okay.
Let me rephrase that, Ernie, hell yeah.
Back to the
Okay.
911 board. Do we need to change Brad on this?
Brad was on it.
This is-
Yeah, by position. So is the new EMA director on that board now? Will be, okay.
That'd be the
Yeah.
position.
Yeah, but I don't expire until
Yeah.
until 2028, so we're just looking at the ones that are in question.
We need to change Brad Spear to,
It says volunteer fireman on here.
Yeah, it says volunteer fireman. So does Mike just be added
So
into it?
volunteer fireman right now is, Jeremy Haley. Jasper.
So did we change Brad to Mike? To,
Jeremy Haley.
Jeremy
Jeremy
Haley.
Haley.
If you reach out to the county fire
It says
association,
volunteer fireman, yeah.
then they could tell you,
Yeah.
right?
They should. They'd have to be the
okay.
person that appoints them.
who would it
I mean,
be?
it's,
And I would
We're
think
appointed.
that Rex
Haley,
McKinney would
And if it's
provide
got Scott Chastain, maybe that was when
Yeah.
he was
info on
listed,
that.
like,
Gas.
yeah.
Ambulance service. Ambulance.
It says ambulance
Service.
service.
Okay, so that's
Matt
Matt Myers.
Myers,
And
okay.
Juan-
Okay.
Leanne, can you send an updated
Matt Myers?
copy of the board?
Okay. Got that? Okay, our council meetings for next year is Tuesday, January 20th. Is that a holiday? Monday? Commissioners will be here at 9, or at 8, we're at 10. Okay. This is all the third Tuesday of every month. Is that all right with everybody? Entertain a motion to approve the meeting schedule.
So moved.
Kenny makes a motion, Deanna seconds. Any other discussion? All those in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed?
It'll be at 10.
Don, do you have anything for us?
Oh, I see.
You wanna, I got people complaining they can't hear you. I apologize, but there is a few people that actually watch this.
Yeah, I'm one of them
Yeah.
that complain, because can't hear them, they're not.
Well, good morning. Thank you. I just wanted to thank everyone. We had a couple of representatives from the council that were able to attend the 2025 annual dinner. We had an extremely nice evening. We were able to give out a lot of awards. We did announce at the dinner that the Ag Day breakfast for 2026 will be Saturday, February the 7th. So if you want to go ahead and mark your calendars for that. Again, that's Saturday, February the 7th, and that'll be from 7:30 to information that the 2026 legislative update for Decatur County will be Friday, February the 20th from 11:30 to 1. So I do have a response from Senator Leising, Representatives Patterson, Zimmerman, and Meltzer, that they will all be present Friday, February the 20th from 11:30 to 1.
Where will the ag be?
The Ag Day breakfast will be at Next Generation Red Barn, as it was last year, and then the legislative update will be at City Hall, at Greensburg City.
Okay. Everybody got that? She'll email us, I hope.
Yes, I will email you a calendar invite.
Thank you.
Absolutely, thank you.
Any other questions? Thank you, Don. Anybody else have anything for us?
Got
Okay,
a-
Before you pull trigger, go ahead.
I got an update on the solid waste is looking to put a permanent site in, at the old city garage. We approved the drawings and all the architectural stuff this week, so we are proceeding forward with that. I hope that we can get started by 1st of January. I mean, we gotta get per state permits and all that done, but hopefully by spring we'll have our permanent site up and running. We're gonna completely renovate the old city garage and it's gonna be really nice. So we'll have a
Toxaway days will go away
Toxaway
then?
Day. We'll have to have a tire day. We'll continue with that, but Toxaway Day will no longer, shred days will be no longer, as we'll be open. Right now, we're planning to be open for sure 3 days a week, possibly 4 with permanent, just pull up and drop your stuff off and,
Be an office open
That's
in
great.
at the annex.
yeah, we're moving out of the annex. Stephanie will have a new office there and one of the cool things we're looking at is on the end of the building facing Montfort, we're gonna do a mural on that. We're pretty excited about that. That's gonna really look neat.
Put a tire up there.
Well, it's a picture of the woods and there's a toter sitting in the middle of it. How about that?
Put a
Put a
big
picture of the old
Tractor
pool
tire
parking
up
lot
there.
filled with cars,
Yeah,
waiting to get
Tires,
into
yeah.
Toxaway.
Waiting for
And that will
Toxaway.
remind everybody how valuable this is.
yeah,
so exciting things happening over there.
that's great, Kenny. Good. I got a couple things I want to talk about. Deanna has been elected our Indiana County Council Association president for the AIC. I want to congratulate her, and I don't know if everybody knows, but I think at the AIC, we're the biggest affiliate, correct?
Correct.
So she's got to put up with 7
I mean, there's over, yeah.
of 92 counties, so she's going to have a lot. I'm going to let her tell you a little bit about what's coming up and what she's going to entail.
Yeah, I mean, the Indiana County Councils Association is the largest. If you think about every county and the positions that are held, there are 7 council members, approximately a couple outliers, but over 600 county council people across the entire state. Our main objective is to be a sounding board. I think that we all find when we go to our events that learning from other counties, how they're tackling similar projects is very valuable to us. But the other big thing which is coming up is legislation. And there are a lot of times that we go as a Indiana County Council Association to testify in front of the legislators to tell them why their ideas may or may not benefit us and to have that voice. And I think the Association of Indiana County, the Association of Indiana Counties is very strong at that. I hold a place on the board of that as vice president going into president. So that, Senate Bill 1 last year was a big example, right? And a lot of times the voice needs to be heard from a county level that maybe, like Senator Braun, has never been involved in county government. So those are 2 of our big objectives. We will have a legislative update day coming up in February. I don't have that date off the top of my head. We have an annual conference in June and for Indiana County Councils Association, and then of course participate in that annual conference for the Association of Indiana Counties, which will be in Fort Wayne this year. So, but yeah, a lot going on, but mainly it's just being a voice, and I think it's great that we have a voice at a state level. So, yep, that's why I do it.
Yep, and we need to congratulate Deanna, and hopefully we've got an inside track on what's going on from here on out. She still stays here. Believe me, she's still gonna be right here. So congratulations to Deanna. There's something else. We had winter storage at the fairgrounds on November the 1st. And there's a bunch of people we need to thank for that. We need to start with Patty Hensley. Patty put all that together. She put all the paperwork together. She come out and worked 7 o'clock in the morning. We're supposed to start at 7:30. 7 o'clock when I'm lined up about 15 deep trying to get in there anyway. Patty put everything together. She emailed all the people and ahead of time and tried to get as many as she could. She done a great job. How much did we collect, Patty? Do you have it top of your head?
I have it right here, $29,517.50.
So that was a good fundraiser
By
for the
far,
fairgrounds.
probably the largest.
That was one of the best. We got a couple more coming in. We should be close to 30,000 when we get done, so. And then had a group of guys come and help me. Bill came out. He was hobbling around, but he
Yeah, I
worked in
did
the
a lot of-
office for
did a lot of writing.
a while, done a lot of writing. Had Power of the Past, Clark Martin, Rick Carpenter, and Frankie Norwall. And,
Cherry.
well, no, Tom Cherry didn't come, but
Oh,
Dave
David, that's
Dave
right.
Vanderber did, but you probably don't know him as David Spanky. Spanky Vanderber, he came and helped. And then our caretaker, Jake Bauer, and his helper, Dwayne Barrett. So it turned into a big day. I don't think you can drive a nail in 2 or 3 of them buildings out there. They're so full, so I want to thank everybody that showed up to help with that. It's a good fundraiser.
Very good.
Good fundraiser, so. Anybody else have anything?
Make a motion, we adjourn.
Kenny
Second.
makes, Bill seconds. All those in favor?
Aye.
All right.